Morbid Facts, Part 753. Behind the wild persona of Tiger King's Joe Exotic was a trail of cruelty even darker than what viewers saw on Netflix. Former employees recalled how he casually shot animals that displeased him, once killing a woman's horse within minutes of her donation and laughing about it before feeding its body to his tigers. He was accused of shooting older tigers in the head to make room for new cubs, animals that drew much bigger crowds and more profit. His zoo's kitchen was piled high with expired Walmart meat, which not only fed the big cats, but was allegedly also cooked into pizzas for paying customers. A mysterious fire that destroyed his studio wiped out days of footage that insiders claimed showed him brutally executing animals on camera. Even his music career was a lie. He hired musicians to record songs and then lip-synced over them in his bizarre videos. As his empire collapsed, investigators uncovered a murder-for-hire plot against his rival Carole Baskin, and evidence of him killing at least 5 of his own tigers. For all the flamboyance, costumes, and chaos, the legacy Joe Exotic left behind is one of exploitation, cruelty, and death. A man who apparently turned suffering into a spectacle and ended up caged himself. Morbid Facts, Part 752. On December 10, 2021, a violent tornado tore through the Rackley family's home near Caruthersville, Missouri. 9-year-old Anastine and her sisters huddled with their mother in a windowless bathroom, where their mom snapped a final photo to reassure relatives that they were all in their safe space. But moments later, the twister ripped the house apart and hurled the family into a nearby field. While Anastine's parents and sisters survived with injuries, the 9-year-old girl was tragically killed. In 1999, Texas man Herschel Rawls went into surgery to have his cancerous bladder removed, but he woke up to an absolute nightmare. Without warning, doctors had also amputated his beef bayonet, claiming that the cancer had spread and that the drastic step was necessary to save his life. But weeks later, pathology tests revealed that the penile tissue they had cut away wasn't cancerous at all. After years of anguish, Rawls sued and in 2003 reached a quiet out-of-court settlement, but was left with the grim reminder of how a single surgical decision can leave a patient permanently mutilated. Morbid Facts, Part 573. When Jim Morrison died in France at the age of 27, no autopsy was performed as it was not required by French law. The official cause of death was listed as heart failure, but several witnesses say he actually overdosed in a nightclub bathroom and his drug dealers carried his body to his apartment bathtub. However, these claims couldn't be verified without an autopsy. During the siege of Leningrad, the city was blockaded by Nazi Germany for 872 days. Food supplies were so scarce that people resorted to eating wallpaper paste and even boiled leather from furniture. In the worst cases, cannibalism was documented by people digging up corpses and consuming them. Despite this, the city never surrendered, and about 1 million civilians died during the deadly siege. In the year 897, Pope Stephen VI had his dead predecessor, Pope Formosus, dug up, dressed in papal robes, and put on trial simply because the new pope hated him. They propped his decayed corpse on a throne, screamed at it, and found him guilty since he obviously had no defense. Formosus was stripped of his papacy while his corpse had 3 of its fingers cut off before being thrown in a river. The public was horrified by this grotesque trial, as Stephen VI was soon imprisoned and strangled to death. Formosus's body was later recovered from the river, reburied with honors, and his papacy was eventually reinstated by a later pope.